Do you think confessions make relationships stronger or weaker? Just being honest with each other, or some things just don't need to be said. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
There was a question that I answered. Somebody didn't really like my answer.
No, I'm not here to judge. I'm just.
The question was, do you lie to people that you care about, or do you lie to people that you don't care about? My analysis is you lie to the ones that you love because you're afraid of what the truth is going to do. True. People that you don't care about, hey, tell them the truth. Eat it or throw it away. Right. You know what I mean? Because if you walk away, I'm fine with that. Right. So I feel like confessions, depending on what they are, they're going to make or break. But I think we have to be honest with people, not just our partners, right, but allow us to make the decision on whether or not we want to continue in a situation by knowing the full truth and not withholding things. Because if you find out about it later, you're going to be more upset because right, I could have told you or you could have told me. Right. Then I had to learn that. Right. That's not something that was just a philosophy for me. Relationships have taught me that. Things that I felt like, I mean, it's not a big deal. Why am I telling you this? Or it's insignificant to me, but it may mean a lot to you. I can't measure that. So being open and transparent, I wouldn't really call it like confessing, right, but they're not gonna do anything or confess to something that they know they could get in trouble for. If you cheated on me, I don't expect for you to come to me and say, straight up, listen, I fucked up. Right. But that's part of being an adult. Correct. That would be nice. But you're not gonna do it
until you get caught.
Exactly.
You're not sorry you cheated. You're sorry.
You're sorry you got caught. But stand up and say that. You know what I mean?
You gave an example of cheating a few times. What action do you feel in a relationship or even talking to somebody, getting to know them, is unforgivable? Like, you know what? I would never speak to you again.
That could be a host of different things, just depending on
because some things you come back from. Some things you can't.
I think it's the tongue. It's just the power of the tongue. Mm-hmm. There's certain things that you're not going to say to me that I'm going to be like, oh, I know you didn't mean it at the time, or oh, I know you were upset. When you cut me with your tongue, you kind of exposing how you really feel.
Correct.
And depending on how deep that, So that's something that, depending on how you talk to me, you're not gonna belittle me or make me feel less than because you're upset or because you're trying to get back at me because I said something. Like being malicious, I just can't come back from that.
That's a lot.
Because there's a difference between saying how you feel and being malicious. If I say something to you out of love, but you don't like what I said, and you in turn say something because you know it's gonna hurt me, then I can't really rock with you like that.
And a lot of people don't have your best interest at heart. They have theirs. So if I can figure out something you're doing that'll work for me, I'll be around you, and I can tell that you don't really be around people like that. Right. That's not, healthy for you. So if given the opportunity to start life over, or even your music career, well, you said you already would have started younger, so just to say you got a chance to start over with everything, what is the first move that you would make knowing what you know now? All this knowledge you have now, what would be the first move that you would make?
I probably would have embraced my sexuality sooner, which in turn would have made me a lot more active in sports. I would have continued to run track. I would have continued to play basketball. I definitely think that could have gotten me a little further as well. Not just, it wasn't a passion of mine, but I liked doing it. So I probably would have done more of that. I would have changed my high school. I wanted to go to Lakewood High School. I knew I was a Spartan before I finished middle school. Right. But I should have gone to Gibbs because they had an art program.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And had I done that, again, more training, more opportunity, more access to different things that would have benefited me in music later. I think I would have done that. Other than that, I don't really regret much of anything. A couple of stupid decisions, you know what I mean, that I made. But apart from that, I think that I did everything that I was supposed to because it shaped me to who I am. Anything different, I would be a different person.
Yeah, and God aligns. I feel like He aligns everything in the way it's supposed to go. And a lot of times, I don't know if you believe in them, but I have deja vu moment.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen something like, wait a minute.
Yep.
I've seen this, you know.
I've done this before.
It's not verbatim, but you know, like it feels familiar. So that just means that you're on the right track.
Right.
You're supposed to be wherever you're going, not out here just being stupid. So to kind of wrap it up, what else do we expect from you in the future? I know you said you got the project dropping June 19th. Tell us a little bit about that, and then kind of what's coming next for Leeryck.
So we're dropping What Feelings Sound Like on the 19th.
Why the 19th?
Because the young lady that I just ended the relationship with, or we just ended our relationship, that's her birthday.
Oh.
And because it's called What Feelings Sound Like, it's proper. Again, I'm in a healing process from that relationship. I wasn't prepared for the relationship to end. I didn't really want the relationship to end, but it takes two people to make a relationship work and one to end it. So as long as one of us wanted out, you know, what could we do? But it's just basically kind of summing up a lot of what I felt or what I feel within that relationship and within others, because they're not, all of the songs are not about her, but they start to relate. You know what I mean? I could fit her in some of the songs that I didn't even know her when I wrote it. Right. But some of those things, you know, happened or whatever. So I just felt like the date was significant. So I wanted to release that on her birthday.
That's big. And I've got a chance to preview some of the songs, and it is one hell of a project, like from beginning to the end. I would love to see, and I think the other people would as well, visuals. When is your next video?
We're working on that.
Something. I mean, I know we got this.
Yeah, we're working on it.
You know, because now people aren't really dropping music without a video.
Right.
And I know it takes a budget. I know it takes time to get everything together, but I feel like they're very essential, and especially pushing a project. And not to give it away, but the songs on this project is going to need some visuals. I know it will. So can we expect that in the future from
Absolutely.
you? Okay.
Absolutely. We're going to do videos. We kind of stopped doing the videos because, like I said, I wanted to take a lot away from the image. I wanted to really have an opportunity to push music and gain fans based off of my music alone. Right. Now we are to a point where visuals are definitely needed. I may not even be in some of the videos.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's just something more than just a cover.
Correct.
Music. People want to see, even if it's a cartoon or if it's a lyric video. It's just, no pun intended. Just something people want to see. So if that's coming in the future, that's awesome.